Welcome back to Steve's World of Wonder.
So there's all my Halloween stuff over there. This is what my cluttered, messy apartment looks like before I turn it into a Halloween haunt. I can probably utilize this old-fashioned radio, make it look spooky. There's my record player over there. This place is cluttered, messy, so I'm gonna have to clear off some surfaces to use for Halloween displays. You get a vague idea. I have a small apartment, but I'm gonna turn it into a haunted apartment. I have a rough list of what I'm gonna be creating in here in my haunted apartment. Part 1, I've separated this into stations in my apartment with different themes, and there's 7 altogether. 1 is the entryway with cobwebs and things hanging, and a doorbell, a spooky doorbell that you saw earlier in an earlier video. Number 2 is the boneyard, which is a graveyard and maybe a few pumpkins, some cobwebs, spiders, gravestones, and bones. Number 3, singing pumpkins. That's going to be a projection onto pumpkins using some software I downloaded on my computer and a projector on a camera that I have. Number 4, Nightmare Gallery. That's going to be those changing portraits, lenticular portraits all set up somewhere in here. Vanishing Skull, that's going to be a Pepper's Ghost illusion. Hopefully that'll turn out. I think I have a piece of plexiglass in here that I can use for the illusion part of it. Number 6, Vampire Illusion. I'll show you more of that later. That's using 2 different colors to highlight or darken a portion of a picture. 2 different colors of light flashing, alternating blue, red, and the red cuts out the red portions of the picture, blue cuts out the blue portions of the picture. So when the light flashes, it'll look like an animated image. Number 7 of a vampire. Number 7, scariest monster of all time. That'll be the end piece, set piece for this apartment shenanigans, and you'll see a half human, half spider hybrid at the end. And you'll get a treat at the end if you walk through my attraction. So I'm going to set this up. This will be the first thing I do. I decided to put this owl on the door. Nothing scary about it. This is a fun kind of project. It's not scary or gory. Scariest thing will be the vampire illusion, because I picked a pretty scary picture for that. Here's one of the portraits I didn't show in my other video. This is kind of a neat frame for this. I got this postcard in the Haunted Mansion gift shop in Walt Disney World, and it's Master Gracey from the story from the Haunted Mansion, and it turns from, it's not the best lenticular because it's hard to get right, and plus they put the font, the Haunted Mansion words in there, so it kind of obscures the portrait. Anyways, it turns from a skeletal figure to the regular portrait, as most of them do. And I found a couple records. I don't think I'll be using these in my attraction, but I thought I'd show you some Halloween themed records that I have. Edgar Allan Poe stories. Each one of these Basil Rathbone records has different stories on it. That's why I kept all 3. They're not, there's not copies of. And then I have this Alfred Hitchcock story record. But none of them have sound effects and stuff that I could use in my show here. There we go. And hang that up. Yeah. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Steve's World of Wonders. In this video, I'll be starting out making my apartment, turning my apartment into a haunted walk-through attraction. It's not going to be anything spectacular, and it might not even turn out at all, but at least I'm going to try to create something for a couple kids who will really appreciate it. They love Halloween, and trick-or-treating has been canceled this year apparently in our city because of the pandemic. So I'm gonna do what I can to make Halloween interesting and memorable. So I'm gonna decorate my place with what I have. I'm not buying any decorations other than a pumpkin. I bought a pumpkin and that's it, and the rest is stuff I already had collected in my closet for over the years from dollar stores, etc., from Halloween season. Today I'm going to be creating the last what would you call it, the last scene in my walkthrough is going to be in there, and I'm going to make a circus sideshow themed scene, and then I'm going to go on from that and do the other scenes. But today in this video I'll be creating something. Hopefully it turns out, this might not turn out to be interesting at all, but I'm going to video it and upload it anyways for content, and hopefully you'll enjoy it, and hopefully I'll enjoy making it. I used to build haunted houses in my bedroom when I was a kid and get my parents to walk through, and that was always fun. I'd build like a monster. I'd turn my stereo speaker into a monster. I'd put my house coat on it and a balloon head and a rubber mask that looked like a housefly, and I'd have a voice coming out the speaker, so it sounded like the fly was buzzing and speaking, and that would be one thing in my walk-through bedroom haunted house. Anyways, I used to really enjoy that kind of stuff, so this will bring me back to that, and hopefully you'll come along and enjoy these videos with me and enjoy the Halloween season with me as well. So stick around, and today we'll build something and make a video out of it. The last scene of my attraction is going to be in the washroom here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a blanket to cover my tub shower area and to cover my toilet, so that this doesn't look like a washroom at all. I'm also going to put a piece of cardboard here, and I'm going to build something here that you'll see, and I'm going to put a piece of cardboard covering the sink so you won't know this is a washroom at all when it's done. Yeah, so we'll start on that, and you'll get an idea of what I'm trying to make. I also want to try and make the cardboard foldable, collapsible, so that I can hide it behind my door here for when I need to use this as an actual sink to brush my teeth and wash my face, etc. There I am there. So first thing I want to do is pin up this blanket. Got some tape here. Hopefully this holds the blanket up. There we go. There we go. So that looks less like a washroom.
Seems about the right size to cover my sink, but I need to cut a little flap to put over top of the faucet. So that much. There. flat there. Alright, so let's put where I marked here. Close enough. Doing this one-handed. With scissors that really are not meant for cardboard. Good. Alright. Now we turn this around again. Back around. These up.
Well, it's not quite far enough. I need to cut them a bit further because they're hitting the tap. Good, but I also have to add a piece of cardboard on now because you can see the tap in the mirror, and for what I'm building here, I don't want them to see this in the mirror. I want this to not feel like a washroom at all. So I'm gonna have to add a piece of cardboard there. I'm also gonna have to reinforce this split here because it's not supposed to be split. It's not quite dry yet, but it works. See, you can't see the tap anymore, and it fits on the sink. But I did get a little paint on the cupboard and on me, so it's not quite dry on the tape here. So I'll have to let that sit for a while before the next part of this. While that's drying, I created this graphic using 2 images I found online. One blue image. I made a blue image that's with a vampire with a closed mouth, and there's a pink image overlaid on top of that with his mouth open and his eyes open. And I'm gonna print that out, and then I've got this flashing light that I'll show you that flashes blue and red. And when the red light is on, the pink image will be flooded by the red light and will blend into the red light and disappear, revealing the blue image only. When the blue light's on, hopefully the blue image will get lost in the blue light and only the pink image will appear, thus creating an animated image for my nightmare gallery. And I'm gonna put it in this box here with the light just resting inside the box. So I'll print that out. Now that blue is kind of dark, so it might not disappear when I shine the blue light on it. I might have to adjust what this image looks like, but let's try it out. Here's the flashing brick that I got from a dollar store. It's like a clear Lego brick with a flashing light inside and a switch. I think this is used to put inside, like if you build a cop car out of Lego, it'll flash blue and red. I always kind of wanted to use it for a project like this where I do a painting, or in this case when I don't have much time, I'm using two internet images combined. So what you do is you turn this switch there, and then you've got this flashing blue and red light. Now hopefully that blue's not too dark. Got the brick going now. I'll turn off the lights. Closed eyes. Try and get the lighting right. I almost had it there. There, you can sort of see it. So that sort of works. So that's gonna go in this box, which I got from the dollar store, and that's gonna be part. Oh, and this, the little brick. I'll turn that on again. That's gonna go inside on the bottom. And that's gonna go in my nightmare gallery. Yeah, that sort of works. You can sort of see his fangs appearing there. Not bad, not the greatest, but good enough for a little haunted place. Creating the nightmare gallery here on my little table here. I put up my shoe shelf that I usually have in my front closet to hold up some of the frames. So there's that flashing portrait I just made, with the vampire, and there's the changing portraits. And I just have to add some more. I might cover this with a blanket, but it seems to look alright like this, so maybe I'll use a blanket for another area. There, that looks good for now. That'll look even better in the dark with some spooky lighting. Yeah, pretty neat. And I'll add some more around it. Once I get blankets up and stuff, I can add some more.